Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Araya here, coming from Dragon Family Land. It's Thursday, so that means we're going live, answering questions. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Araya Anra. I'm a psychic medium, energy healer, life coach, and dragon guide. So I've been a dragon for eons, I guess, and been aware of that for about 15 years. Wrote a book about working with dragon energies about 10 years ago. And now I work solely on my path, besides helping people transform their lives and open up to new pieces of themselves. For many of those, that is their dragon, and how do they get connected to that dragon. So upcoming, I've got the next 4-month program for that online. We do it through Zoom. We do one-on-one remote sessions. We do weekly classes as a group. There's no more than 9 people in it, and it kicks off February 5th. Hello, Stacy. Nice to see you. And so that's going to run February 5th to May 28th, and there's only 4 spots left out of 9. I keep it to a small group, keeps it more dynamic, keeps it manageable, and make sure that everyone gets one-on-one attention with all of their one-on-one sessions. So if you're curious about it, interested in it, feel your heart calling you to it, please message me so I can get you the information in the application, because it is an application process, mainly to get you thinking along the lines of all the aspects of working with dragons that are going to come up. Some easy questions, some hard questions, but it gets you thinking and gets you into the energy of what we're doing in the program. So that's what that's about. Hello, Misty. Good to see you. So anyway, what we're talking about today, we had a great question last week, and I know that this has been in the group here and there, but never just thrown out there directly as a question to me to give my perspective on. So I wanted to address it, and it's about your dragon names. Hi, Tien Marie. And many people, hello, Anuma, salut toi, ça fait trop longtemps, hein? Anyway, hey, we've got Jackie on, Anuma from near Monaco, I want to say, over in Europe. Beautiful soul, lovely to see you. Going to be heading to Europe this June, doing some dragon activations, so might be in touch with you, might need a fabulous interpreter for my workshops, and might just want to catch up and see you. Anyway, dragon names. The question was, once you know your dragon's name, there's lots of different schools of thought out there about, is it okay to use it? Is it okay to tell it to anybody or share it? Or are you supposed to keep it secret? And there's sort of mystery and magic to that and a lot of different opinions. But my take on it being one who works with dragons all the time, who knows lots of different dragons out in the field, both as souls that are helping us and as those that are incarnate here in body. And what you will find is the answer is twofold, because it is a sacred thing. It is a sacred sound. It is a frequency that will call them to you. But once you know that that's actually your dragon self and not an external guide to you, then it holds more power to you, because it's actually helping bring that resonance into you of you connecting to your truest self. So when you have a dragon's name, you don't want to go broadcasting it to the world, but there's not necessarily going to be harm in that to you, because you're the only one that can work with that specific frequency. And if a dragon has given you their name, then they want to work with you, or they want to work with other people. And those that might have malintent or be trying to do it out of a negative thing, it will never work. The dragons won't come to them. They won't call. They work with integrity. They only work with integrity. And so there's not really that fear or worry. But what I would say about using your dragon's name is that as you progress on your path and you feel that calling inside yourself to really connect on a deeper level, by using your dragon's name and having your close friends or family or circle that you interact with in really vulnerable, transparent spaces, as you expand to doing that with everyone, that when they use your dragon's name to address you, you will find it washes over you like a warm blanket, that it helps bring you home. So using that vibration around you is going to help you come home to it. So like in my Dragonheart program, once their dragons revealed and their names came through, it was a really integral part for us to consistently address each other by those dragon names when you can feel that they're in their dragon presence, or you're wanting them to step into their full dragon presence. So that allows that frequency to just, it's almost like calling that part forward. And as you call that part forward, that makes you stand up and just own it. and it feels good, it fits better, and you just feel yourself stepping into more of you. And so that's where I would say the importance of using it is. And the question I think was more if you do is, can you share it with other people? Can you, do you put it out there in the world, or do you keep it to yourself? So in that, hi Carol, nice to see you. So in that piece, yes, you want to use it and have others that are in your close circle initially use it to help bring that frequency out in you. And you'll know when that's the right time. You might keep it under wraps for a while as you're expanding into that, because owning your dragon's name brings a lot of power with it. When you realize your dragon self and you start stepping into your power with that, there's an aspect and a dynamic to awakening that power within you that is pretty terrifying to step into. A lot of us have a big fear of stepping into that because we've been shackled as dragon. We've been chased, we've been hunted. Hi, Anya. And so having that aspect of, wow, I don't want to be too public with this. I don't want to broadcast out that I'm a dragon, perhaps. An incredible responsibility. Yes, Carol. So with that power and responsibility and sort of the light on you, right? Like the limelight comes and you're afraid to be public or be visible because, shoot, what if I get shackled again? And a lot of us have that deep fear inset from ancient times, ancient battles, ancient histories that really we need to work through. That was a big piece that I had to work through before being able to actually come out and do lives and let the world know on Facebook. But for me, this is my task and my job because I'm a guide. I'm here to bring all the dragons out of the woodwork. I'm here to help you guys connect to your dragons. I'm here to help you guys connect to and work with other dragons until you get to that place where you realize that you are dragons. So that is a pretty big public venue, a pretty big thing to put yourself out there and have it. I've got YouTube videos, and also if I'm out there, like, wow, that makes me really visible and really vulnerable in that unconscious psyche of, whoa, if I'm visible, I'm going to be shackled. I'm going to have the cage around me again. I'm going to be tied down. So there's that piece that a lot of us have to work through as having this dragon memories, dragon past. In that too, like for me, when I woke up to the name that is my full dragon name, it's not Araya, it's Tana, and that was on the book, and it's in the book, that information. When I first merged with her and I had my full name come in, and I stood up in circle to announce the name that had come into myself, and I couldn't actually pronounce it. I was so intimidated by the power it held. And I'm going to get back to that, Carol. I found myself announcing my name that had come as Tanaya, not realizing until much later that Tanaya was exactly halfway between Araya and Tana. And Tana is my dragon self. And when those pulled together and come together, it was Tanaya. I was willing to stand in the middle. I was willing to move towards my dragon and that power, but I wasn't ready to step into that power yet and really claim it and own it. And that's what happens when you claim your dragon's name, when you really own it and live it. So even that, I don't use Tana with everybody in the world. I use it in my dragon work. Most of those that work closely with me in dragon circles or classes or programs are familiar with that. But that's my take on it. And you can always feel into your own heart, your own guidance. As with anything I say, you take it with whatever grain of salt you need to for what your filters and wounds and past traumas are ready to receive, and then you sit with it in your heart and say, yeah, I can take that piece home. I'm not ready for that piece, or I can't buy into that, and you just filter through to what you're ready to receive, and then you keep moving forward. So Carol, let me see, I've been battling since I was young. I have difficulty not staying public. It may sound cheesy, but I've been very rawr. Come at me. Is this odd? No, a lot of like that push away, that isolation bubble, and this has come up a lot lately with some people that I've been working with. There's this sense of going into an isolation bubble where I need to get defensive, and it's very similar to that fear wounding, if I'm reading your question right, Carol, and it might be something that we need to do in a one-on-one session, but it's an invitation to challenge rather than an embrace. Because an invitation to challenge allows you to stay hidden and just keep the battle shield up. And so as you approach really owning and stepping into the heart space that the dragons are and what you want to share that with, you'll find that the raw come at me, inviting challenge is going to move into come with me. highly protective of others. This is how I feel. Okay. Yeah, where you're using that power of yourself to maybe protect or hold others. But what you'll find is as you move into the embraced piece, that there's actually no protection needed, that we are all in a love frequency, and essentially there's never protection needed because everything that happens is divinely perfect, and when we're aligned with that love frequency, there's no need for it. So anyway, that's my take on the names. I'm so grateful that you guys came in today. Mentioning that, Carol, I do one-on-one sessions. I do 20-minute dragon readings. I do 75-minute full sessions. I do 12-week programs, so 6 sessions in a row. I do the 4-month program, and that is the first half of the 9-month Way of the Dragon Heart program. So all kinds of opportunities to work with the dragons, and there is a book club format as well. That the next book club probably won't be till end of February, beginning of March. I've got to get the other program into full swing first, but that 6-week book club, as most members that have done it, I've done 3 rounds already. We do up to 9 people in it. Tends to be a global interaction from anywhere. Our last group had Australia to Mauritius, to Canada, Denmark, Spain, UK, and the States. So it was really an amazing group of people coming together. And with that, there's meditations and work through the book, lots of discussion about different aspects connected to the dragons, be it light language, be it names, be it light scribing, all kinds of different things. So that's always fun to watch out for. If that interests you, if you know you're not ready for a bigger program, but you want to maybe pursue the book club, which is a short 6-week format, not a huge commitment, 2 hours a week for 6 weeks, let me know. Send me a post message and say, look, I'm interested in the next book club, and I will put you on the short list to notify when that first notice of it comes out. That way you get the first notification, opportunity for one of those 9 spots, because they do always fill. I have ended up with 10 or 11 people each of the last 3 times, because they just felt right to have those people in the group. So anyway, wishing you guys a fabulous Thursday. If you have questions like this, please post them in the group, because this is what I look forward to every Thursday, is talking with you guys and sharing. Where can you get the book? Oh, that was such an easy one, Carol. Thanks. DragonWithin.com, and you'll see a picture like this. This is actually the original artwork that's on the cover of the book. It is an ebook. I have printed some hard copies again. So if you're desperate for a hard copy and you don't want to print it yourself, once you buy it, this is what they look like. It's a spiral bind, 8.5 by 11. I am shipping those out again now. So you'd have to message or email me about that. But DragonWithin.com, it's in English and in French. If you're looking for the French version, just click on the French flag, and you'll have the email arrive with your download links within, usually 5 minutes or less after the PayPal purchase is cleared. So that's a quick, easy thing to get you going on the work with the dragons, because it is definitely something, whether you're in any of the programs or doing work with me, it's going to get you on your track of getting closer to yourself, closer to all of the dragons, and allow you an opportunity to just start feeling the frequencies and working through some of the stuff in your human journey that's holding you back from full manifestation, full expansion into your heart, full journey of what you're supposed to be, of who you be here and now on the planet. And that's what we need. We need a dragon army. We need everybody awake, and we're getting there. We're starting, and it's very exciting now to have the global activations start happening. I've got my map going for that, looking at some things in Europe next summer, and Tibet coming online probably in September. Those are the 2 that are slated right now, but there's probably going to be more. Rawr! Yeah, exactly, Carol. So I love you guys. Will see when I sign things off. It's usually with giant dragon hugs, because when I hug and give you a nice big dragon roar in your ear, you will feel it all the way through your bones. So have a great week, everybody. Really good to see you. Again, message me if you need information about any sessions or programs, or if you're interested in the book club, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.